Hey book lovers, Victoria here and you're watching My Books and Me. Today I'm going to be filming my June book haul and I ended up getting 18 books during the month. So they are a lot more than I thought I was going to get, which means it's going to be a hell of a lot long video. So in order to make it as quick as possible, I'm not going to really go into too much detail about a majority of the books. I'm going to leave links to Goodreads and book depository pages in the description below so you can go check them out. There are a couple of books that were sent to me for review and I will go into a little bit more detail about them. So enough rambling and let's go. So the first book I actually won in a giveaway, and that is The Convict's Daughter by Kira Lindsay. I won this in a giveaway hosted by Inside History, which is an Australian magazine that focuses on Australian history, predominantly Australian genealogy. They were running on their Twitter and they were working with Alan and Unwin, so thank you both for giving me this book. I'm just going to read to you the blurb of this because I think it makes it sound really interesting and it can do the book justice. One wet autumn evening in 1848, 15-year-old Mary Gill stole out of a bedroom window in her father's Sydney hotel and took a coach to a local racecourse. There she was to elope with James Butler Kinchela, wayward son of the former Attorney General. Her enraged father pursued them on horseback and fired 2 pistols at his daughter's suitor, narrowly avoiding killing him. What follows was Australia's most scandalous abduction trial of the era, and as well as an extraordinary story of adventure and misadventure both in Australia and abroad. Through humiliation, heartache, bankruptcy and betrayal, Mary Ann hung on to James's promise to marry her. So this is a true story and it sounds really interesting. I hadn't heard anything about this, so I can't wait to read it. The next book was kindly sent to me for a review from the author, and that is The Awakening by Kenneth Chisholm, the first book in the Awakening series. This is about this group of Mark and his friends who survived an assassination attempt and suddenly had these powers called the Awakenings. And they have to find out what the Awakenings are. They have to keep a secret from everyone else and they just have to go about their daily lives. And just there's so much going on, they have no idea what's going on, so I'm very excited. I'm hopefully going to get to this one very soon. The next book was also kindly sent to me for a review from the author, and that is A Light in the Desert by Anne Montgomery. This is a historical fiction retelling thriller mystery, something along those lines, revolving around the Amtrak Sunset Limited derailment that took place in Arizona. And it's sort of about the conspiracy around that event. I don't really know too much about it. I did actually have to Wikipedia this event, and from the looks of it, it's only something that really people within the area or the state sort of would know about. But it sounds really interesting, so I can't wait to give it a go. And also, this book was signed by Anne, so thank you so much, Anne, for sending me a signed book. The next book was kindly sent to me for a review from HarperCollins Australia, and that is Nevernight by J. Christoph, the first book in the Nevernight trilogy that will be coming out. This book comes out, well, it comes out here in Australia on the 25th of July, but it comes out in the US on the 11th of August, so it'll come out somewhere near you between those and around those dates. I have actually already started reading this. I'm only 20 pages in. I've been in a bit of reading slump this month, so I haven't really got through it as much as I thought it was. But this story follows, what's her name again? Mia, who at 10 years old is given her first lesson in death. And I think it's when her father is executed for being a traitor. So at 16 years old, she is sent off to the Red Church, and I think she's kind of training up to be an assassin, and she plans on, when she finishes this training, she plans on seeking revenge for her father, because I think she may have promised him that she would find out why he was named a traitor and ended up being executed. So far in this book, the way it's written is really intriguing and I'm really enjoying it. So if you like J. Christoph and fantasy, then definitely go check this out. So finally, the last book that was sent to me for a review was sent to me from Hatchet Australia, and that is The Memory Book by Lara Avery. This book comes out on the 25th of July here in Australia, but it comes out in the US on the 5th of July. So anytime during July, you'll probably find this book out. This follows this girl, Sam, who everything is going peachy keen for her until she finds out that she's suffering from this really rare disease that's going to slowly take her memories away from her, essentially early onset Alzheimer's. And so this book follows her spending the summer trying to fill it with a whole lot of firsts, like the first party, the first rebellion, the first friendship, and the last love, just filling her entire life before she ends up forgetting it. And I think it'll be like we follow her doing these events, but we'll also see her along the way slowly losing her memory, I think. But it sounds really powerful and really moving, and I can't wait to read it. Moving on now to the other books I got this month, and like I said, I'm only going to be very, very brief with them. So the first book is a graphic novel, and that is Sex Criminals Volume 3 The Hard Way by Matt Fraction and Chip Zdarsky. This one just came out, so if you've been waiting for the third bind-up installment in this series, go pick it up. Essentially, we're following John and Susie, who, whenever they have sex, can freeze time. They're now being pursued by the sex police. They find out there are other people that do this. I'm very keen to get into this. Hopefully I'll read it before the end of the month. We'll see how we go. Next book is one that I actually featured in my wrap-up last month because it arrived just after I uploaded my haul. So if you want to know more about it, then go check out that video. That is They Let Me Write a Book by Jamie Curry, aka Jamie's World. Essentially another YouTuber book where we look at Jamie when she was young, starting out on YouTube and starting out on Jamie's World, and how she's progressed on YouTube, how she's handled internet fame, and the opportunities that have come to her through being popular on YouTube. Next book is The Midnight Witch by Paula Braxton, which is apparently the third book in the Shadow Chronicles, although what I know from it is that they are more of a companion novel series. I don't really think I need to read them in order. But this essentially is about witches. I'm very keen because Paula writes a lot of witch stories and they're all really highly reviewed. So this one's exciting. Next book I got is The Unaccepted Everything by Morgan Matson because it is the Summer Biennial Bibliothon group book for the week, and so hopefully I'll be able to finish it during the week. That's really it. Next book is one that I got in my Owl Crate, and I don't know if I've uploaded it by the time this video goes up, but that was My Lady Jane by Cynthia Hand, Brodie Ashton, and Jodie Meadows. I will leave a link in the description below to my Owl Crate unboxing so you can see what else came in this box. The next book I got is Mary and Elizabeth by Emily Purdy. This is about King Henry VIII's two daughters, Mary and Elizabeth, and it follows sort of their relationship as siblings, especially after Anne Boleyn is executed, and how Elizabeth is now on the same playing field as Mary. They're both marked as illegitimate and everything like that. Should be really fun. I love the Tudor era, so I'm really excited for this one. The next one is Dead Rules by R.S. Russell. And this is about this girl, Jana, who dies during her teen years. She ends up being in dead school, and so Jana wants to do everything she possibly can to bring her boyfriend Michael into the afterlife because together they are very much incomplete. I don't really know too much about this. I think it's sort of like a thriller-y, horror-y, creepy kind of read. I don't really know. The cover just reminded me a lot of Pretty Little Lies, so I picked it up. The next book is Flint and Silver by John Drake. This is the first book in a trilogy. I think it might be called Flint and Silver. This trilogy is a prequel to Treasure Island by Robbie Louis Stevenson, which I have yet to read. I own a copy but don't read it. And so this is all about pirates, and I like pirates. I haven't read enough about them, so I'm hopefully going to go around to reading Treasure Island, and I'm going to head on into this. Then the next book is Lobsters by Tom Allen and Lucy Evision, and this book just came out, I think, in the US like in May. It just came out. A lot of people were talking about it. This is a socially awkward love story. I don't really know too much more about exactly what it's about, but it's about Sam and Hannah. This one sounds really good. It's gotten really great reviews, so very excited. Finally, the last 5 books that I got this month are part of the Smitten series, which is just a series of companion novels. They're all contemporaries. I don't really know what exactly each individual book is about, but I got Piece of Cake by Kate Forster, Unlucky Break by Kate Forster, Tall, Dark and Distant by Julie Fission, Lost and Found by Julie Fission, and Head Over High Heels by Kate Forster. This is a series of, well, there are 6 physical books. I didn't get the other one, and I think about 4 or 5 ebooks. They're just contemporaries. I think they're sort of a bit more of a steamy contemporary, a YA contemporary, but not a new adult, I think. I don't know, but I just really want some short, quick, fun contemporaries just to read when I want. So they are all the books that I got during the month of June. There were a couple more books that I got during the month. I think only 2 books that still haven't arrived yet, but you will see them next month. I love all the books, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to read some of them during the next couple of months. I am definitely going to not be buying so many books from now on because I have way too many, and I'm at a point where I literally don't have any room on my bookshelf for them. So Yay! That is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. In the comments below, let me know your thoughts on any of these books, if you've read them before, and your thoughts on some of the upcoming releases that I discussed. For those, at least for the 2 books that were sent to me from the publishers, because they are yet to come out, I am hoping to read them during July, and I'm going to hopefully get a review up for you guys around the time they are released. Whether it be a video review, I don't know. It will definitely be a written review on my blog, so make sure you are following me on Twitter and on my blog to be notified when those reviews go up. Yeah, I'll see you guys soon with another video. Bye!